Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another Cons of Tarkir draft. Hopefully things start going better here. I'm going to use a draft token because I have 17 of them. So it turns out I've been having like a really hard time doing the math in this format. You're asking me to do 2014 math in 2023, and it's just not going well. Whether it's me not counting my mana correctly, or not counting damage on my attacks correctly, or my opponent's attacks. Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully things start going better. Let's get into a draft. We just need the 8th person here. I do still enjoy the format and the multicolored. Last time I thought we had a really good deck and it just wasn't working out well. Board wipe. Yeah, that's going to be the pick. We're passing an opulent palace. Inoc Bond. I also think we need to have more of these 2-drops than just 1 or 2. But right now we're going to end some hostilities. There's an Abzan guide in the pack too. Yeah, great follow-up. Let's take the card that makes 3 1/1 tokens after taking a board wipe. Oh, that's not a... What else am I taking in this pack, though? Like, I could take Mardu Charm. It's either Mardu Charm or Hordling Outburst. I do like the Charm. Charm makes 2 1/1 warriors. This makes 3 goblins. But Charm has other applications. Feat of Resistance would be fine too. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Mardu Charm. Now we've got Killshot, High Spire Mantis, or Chief of the Edge. Well, we're going down the Mardu aggro route. This is a 2-drop. It's a really good one too. 2 mana, 3/2. And pumps your other warriors by +1 power. And Mardu Charm makes warriors. Hordling Outburst does not. Was this thing a warrior? No, this is a human berserker for some reason. Alright. We'll take the Chief of the Edge. And hostilities can always be like a nice reset button, or if all of our stuff gets killed, our opponent has a bunch of stuff, we can just board wipe. Alright, here. I guess there's the Disowned Ancestor for a warrior. There's Mardu Hateblade, but there's also the Bondkin, which is a good one, but it's notably not a warrior. And I definitely want to be taking warriors with the Chief of the Edge, so I think I'm going to take one of these 1-drops. I think either of them is fine. Yeah, let's take the Hateblade. Alright, so now we have choices between Mardu Warshrieker or Mana Fixing. Let's go with Mana Fixing. We do need to prioritize... Oh, but there's also Bitter Revelation. But let's prioritize some Mana Fixing, because we want to make sure we get that. Alright, so we have a Valley Dasher. Or we have Tormenting Voice. I think I'll take the Tormenting Void. Maybe try and stay away from the Valley Dasher. It's not even a warrior anyways. If we're going aggressive, we don't need the Rakshasa secrets. Who all's in this? Is anybody future trash? Unheard screams. Okay. Wow. What a pack for us. There's the Bloodfell Caves, which I would love to take, but there's a Mardu Horde Chief, which is a warrior, makes a warrior, it raids. It's one of the better white commons. I'm surprised to see it pick 7 here. Another thing about this set, I feel like you could just go into this draft, pack 1, pick 1, and almost lock in your 3 color combination, because you can get a majority of the cards in 2 colors. And well, there's the 3 color wedges, and is like we're gonna find cards of 3 different colors, the 3 colors that we choose to be in most of the packs. So I think that can kind of make drafting maybe a little easier. There's a Hooting Mandrills here. Would it be too late to shift into Abzan? We just have the Mardu Charm, Tormenting Voice. Yeah, but the Flyer could be nice. I'm going to take the Flyer. I'm going to speculate on the Longshot Squad, in case we do shift into Abzan a bit more. Unyielding Krumar. Gains first strike. That could actually be pretty decent in this format. Oh, there's also Trumpet Blast. We might be able to get Trumpet Blast later. Mardu War Shrieker came back. We also have a green 2-drop. I'll take the War Shrieker now. Swift Kick. I mean, I don't think we're going to play that. That's the 4 mana +1/+0 in fight. Butcher the Horde. No, we are solidly Mardu. This goes away. Throttle I could hope to get back, or even the Windscarred Craig number 2. But yeah, Butcher the Horde. This thing killed me the one time. He comes out, 4 mana, 5/4 flyer. That is already a super rate for any limited format, really. And then you can sacrifice a creature to give it your choice of haste, vigilance, or lifelink until end of turn. You could also sack multiple creatures and give it multiple things. Yeah, card is a little bit absurd. Well, we have another Unyielding Krumar. Not a whole lot from this pack. There's Brave the Sands. Giving my creatures vigilance and letting them block. That's not really what we want to be doing. Salt Road Patrol. Not really. We want warriors, so I'll just take another Krumar. The rare I don't think is very good most times, even though it does have raid. So we are just looking for more early plays and a bit more mana fixing. We have a lot of 4 mana plays at the moment. I thought this was going to be... Oh, there's another Hate Blade, but there's also a Scavenger, which is a warrior, and it flies. I'm going to take the Scavenger here, because there's a chance the Hate Blade does come back to us. But I don't think there's a chance for the Scavenger to come back. And the lands aren't in our colors. The lands still aren't in our colors. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't even have... Alright, so that's a... Again, why is that thing a dog? I'll just take removal. Smite the monstrous. Last thing we want is our aggro deck to just get stopped cold by like one of these big 5-power things. Oh, well, here I can take a Trumpet Blast. Because there's nothing else really in our colors that I'm interested in. I mean, I guess I could play War Behemoth. But I'm not that interested in War Behemoth. I am interested in Feat of Resistance, though. There's another Scavenger. But we're going to take the really good combat trick for right now. There's a Mardu Banner, if we're desperate for fixing, but I don't think we're that desperate at this point in the draft yet. Alright, another Trumpet Blast. We have a Sidisi's Pet. We have a Jeskai Student, which is notably not a warrior, so I'm not going to take it. We'll take the Morph thing. Although I'm not really excited about it. I mean, it's still a Morph thing that we can play off of a raid trigger from the War Shrieker. Just play it anyways as a 3-mana 2/2, because we are a little bit lacking in 3-mana plays at the moment. These are not the 3-mana plays I want to be making. I guess I take the land here on the chance we end up splashing some sort of blue card. It's the most likely card to be played here, because I'm not going to play Bloodfire Mentor or Erase. This isn't really the 1-drop we want to have. A Bear's Companion came back as nobody's teamer. There's also Dazzling Ramparts, which it can be a tappy that maybe we'll try it out. Scaldkin, just so that card doesn't wreck me again. I suppose any 4-mana 2-power flyer can wreck you in this format if you don't have a way of removing it. Cards I'm not interested in. Yeah, Teamer seems to be quite open. It's a warrior, but just dies. I'll take another Tormenting Voice. I guess for the blue splash that we're probably not having. Definitely not splashing blue for that. And Teamer Banner. Sagu Mauler. Oh, it's so good. It's so not our colors. Oh, we have Chief of the Scale. Oh, we have Murderous Cut. Oh, we have Debilitating Injury. We have all of these. How many? We have 8 non-creatures already. Murderous Cut is just so good. I'm gonna take it. Oh, Seeker of the Way. There's a 2-drop. Oh, it's a warrior, too. I didn't know that thing was a warrior. Well, that's definitely going in the deck over the Bondkin. Also, since it's a gold card, there's a slight chance Chief of the Scale could come back to us. But Murderous Cut is just, it's premium removal. And it gives us our second Delve card, so I don't have to worry about taking another Delve card in this pack. Alright, well, here's Raider's Spoils. And Take Up Arms. How many warriors do I have right now? 7? That's a pretty good deal of warriors. And plus we have the Mardu Charm that can make warriors as well to consider. So yeah, I think we'll take the Raiders spoils for right now. Like the Ponyback Brigade. High Spider Mantis, that is not a warrior. This is a warrior, so I'm going to take it over fixing. We do need the fixing, though. What do I want? I want to make sure we have a good amount of creatures, too. The fixing is just coming with other, like, really good cards I want to take. There's Bring Low. There's Rush of Battle as well. I don't think we're playing that. We're not playing Swift Spear. So it's between one of these two. We already have Trumpet Blast. So I think I just take the Bring Low here. And there's a Sultai Soothsayer. That's a human scout, so I don't think we play it. Like, here, why couldn't this have been the Bloodfell Caves? It'd be easy to pick up. Instead of coming in packs where there's other things that I want. Now, what about our Blue Splash? Is that... We're not doing anything with that. Oh, there's another Windscarred Crag. There is a Sage-Eye Harrier. It is a warrior, but we need fixing. And we're not going to get that much. Well, we found a Sage-Eye Harrier. It's a flyer and a warrior. Nothing else in this pack's a warrior, so yeah, we'll do that. And I think with that, we can probably get rid of the Sidisi's Pet. Real question is, we're approaching the wheel. Are we going to get any of those things I wanted back to us? Oh, well, there is a Bitter Revelation. Only card out of this pack I could consider playing. They already have two Tormenting Voices. I don't know if we need Bitter Revelation at all. Oh, well, there's a Blue Splash for Warden of the Eye. We've got some nice things to bring back. Or there's a third Krumar. Maybe we'll splash this. Oh, hey, there's the Take Up Arms. Yeah. Now we are going to splash the Warden here. So I can cut things that aren't warriors. That's a monk. I could still play it. I don't think I'm playing a 7-mana 5/4 flyer. Alright, let's see what we got here. I think we do splash blue for the Warden. Just rebuying End Hostilities or whatever would be good. Let's get our creatures. Okay, so I still didn't get a ton of 2-mana creatures. So we do have the Raiders Spoils, which I do want to play. And actually, if I'm playing Raiders Spoils, I guess I don't need Bitter Revelation. Take up arms, end hostilities. Murderous Caught, Arrow Storm, Trumpet Blast. I don't need 2 Tormenting Voices. Scavenger's a warrior. This isn't a warrior, so it probably shouldn't be here. Any creatures that leave 14, but also kind of 50. This makes warriors. And this can make warriors, so it's almost like 16. We do have a couple of morph things. Alright, so I think this is going to be a 17 land deck, however. We do have a couple things for blue fixing. For red, we have 6 red sources. That doesn't seem like enough with Arrow Storm. Maybe I cut the Arrow Storm. Just because double red could be a bit of a challenge here. White sources, we have 6. That also doesn't seem like enough. And we have 6 black. And 3 blue. Then again, if the games go long enough, I guess it should be fine. I mean, what would this deck look like if we didn't have the blue splash? We'd cut these 2. Maybe I do need to play the Sidisi's Pet. Just to help buy time. Oh, this gives all my creatures +1/+0, not just warriors. I think with that, I do kind of like the life linker. And I could just cut the blue splash. I mean, Warden of the Eye rebuying some of this stuff is cute. So I could, like, cut these 2, bring back in the Arrow Storm. Then what am I taking out? Maybe I take out the War Shrieker. Because we don't actually have a ton of morphs. So I don't know how helpful this is going to be. Oh, and then we don't need these tap lands. 6 red, 6 black, 7 white. Okay. Just a nice even split. And maybe our couple of morphs can... I was not trying to take that out. Alright, let's try the deck like this. I mean, if we want, we can always put the blue splash back in. I'm still not quite where I wanted to be with the number of 2-drops in the deck, especially this sort of deck. But I don't know what else I was supposed to do. Take Valley Dashers and do that again? Well, this seems a little risky. Taking us a while to find our first opponent. There we go. Jalto. Oh, we have turn 2 Chief of the Edge. Feat of Resistance. Any land drop gives us Morphing Sidisi's Pet. So yeah, we'll keep this. It's a Teamer Charger for our opponent, and another non-land for us. We're not going to block this. Well, that's nice. Let's go attacking. Opponent is interested in trading. Well, I'm interested in not. So that was their Snowhorn Rider. Well, that's a pretty good one. Oh, they got Polluted Delta. Nice. So that's how they're facilitating a blue splash, I guess. And blue splash. More like Sultai splashing red, I think. Getting rid of a Jeskai student. Oh, I thought that was the green-white fetch land, not just the life gain duel. Okay. Well, I'm not super interested in trading this. So I guess let's do this. And next turn I could even flip this and play the Hate Blade if we don't get a land, or if we get a tap land. Or you can just play a dead drop. I mean, I could play the 3-3, but it's just going to trade with the 3-1. And we're currently losing this race. Yeah, I'll do this. Like I say, we do have 17 land. But now, of course, blocking is going to be really difficult because our opponent has more than 5 mana and can flip things. So yeah, I can't realistically block this. Oh, Smite the Monstrous. Wonderful. can smite one of them. Yeah, just go away, everything. Yeah, we have 7 in here, so I can actually play both of these next turn. I guess I'll have to double block that. And I gotta get rid of 4. I suppose it doesn't matter which 4, because I can't bring any of this back anyways. Oh, it's a ponyback brigade. Alright, a Mardu Charm. This makes me pay life, though. That's... I can't play that and the charm. I do need to start attacking eventually. I need to provoke him to attack so I can Mardu Charm and get a couple warriors with first strike. That's what I'm trying to do here. That is the second dead drop. I mean, I guess I have to do it like this and make 2... I need to sack the flyer because it's tapped. Otherwise, we're just taking too much damage. Being at 4 is so bad. Oh, that's not going to help. Okay, a Vigilant Flyer. This is actually good, because I can start attacking with that. Oh, it regenerates. Stop getting stuff. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh, here we go. What, you got a mass pump? I guess this is gonna block... How do I want to do this? I kind of want this to block the face down. It could be the Trampler. I mean, if it's anything but, we're gonna win. I guess these tokens are gonna end up dying. We're just dead to any trick. There's got to be a trick here. Yeah, it was a Trampler. Okay. Because, of course, I blocked that with the 1 toughness thing and got trampled over. We have 17 lands, right? Yeah, we do. Alright, Scott is our next opponent. I mean, we're missing a color, but it's fine. Our opponent can just build up a board and we'll blow it up. I also noticed that being on the play versus the draw seems to make a very huge world of difference in this format. Like, I didn't think it would be this big of a difference, but yeah, like being on the draw here is really bad. And also not having a turn 3 play is pretty bad. Oh, Mardu banner. Alright. And an Abzan banner. Okay. I'm probably just going to... I don't know, just continue to do nothing. Oh, here we go. Now our opponent basically needs to trade. Okay, you don't have to. I can just start drawing extra cards. Our hand is all removal and Feat of Resistance. Question is, how do I want to handle all this? I just want our opponent to put down, like, I don't know, a couple more things. Well, there's one. Feat of Resistance doesn't even protect it. Oh, it was the Feat of Resistance doesn't protect the hate blade. Yeah, it doesn't give you protection from colorless. Take up arms. That's interesting, but not quite at this point. Guess I'll do this. I suppose I could have done that earlier and gotten in an extra point of damage. We'll see what our opponent does here. Take up arms is going to be really nice with our... Well, these are actually 3/1 tokens. I'm not interested in blowing up the board, so let's blow up one thing. Blow up this one, the second thing he played. It was, oh, an abomination. Well, I'm glad that's done. We have Feat of Resistance. Kind of want to provoke attacks. don't want him killing my thing, however. I guess he'd have to double block for Feat of Resistance not to be good here. So let's go with both. And I can always Murderous Cut on the backup. Protection from red, I guess. Alright, that worked. Oh, and an Arrow Storm. That's going to be good, too. Alright, our deck is working, sort of. Let's Take Up Arms is going to be really sweet here with two things pumping them. Attack me? Probably not attacking while I have all this power. Attack me? Alright. Do I need a Murderous Cut anything before? I don't think so. Should I be attacking with the 5-3? I'd have to... No, I don't need to attack with 5-3. I'm just a complete genius. I don't need to draw anything. I did the math correctly. Although I should have attacked with the... Well, 5-3 would force blocks. Some sort of blocks there. Probably would have been more correct. I don't know. We won. That's the important part there. Oh, I need to silence my phone before that goes off during the recording. I've had that happen a few times throughout my entire YouTube channels. The puke. Yeah, that's what I want my opponent to be doing. If I had a white source I could keep. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep the lands. I guess we get rid of the... Scavenger's just not going to be played anytime. Maybe I should get rid of the Feat of Resistance. I know, I like that card too much. I can even play it next turn if we want. Bondkin. That's not quite what I want to see. So does he attack, or does he go for the Outlast? And I'd also like to point out we're on the draw again. Which seems to be really bad for it. Okay, he's... That's scary. Yeah, see, when you're on the draw and your first play is a morph, your opponent already has a 2-drop and a 3-drop in play, and whatever else they're doing this turn. Can't really block this. I mean, I could, but we've got the Feat of Resistance here that I would like to make use of. Chances are I'm gonna have to... Well, I could flip this and give it the Feat. Opponent also doesn't have black for that activation. I don't hate it. I guess, what do I want to kill? Oh, he has black for that activation now. The grizzly that does the most... or this thing that's gonna grow... probably that thing. Yeah, you can give that death touch. His own feat of resistance. So now I'm not even going to get to do the damage and gain the life. Yeah, see, we were on the draw and we're just so far behind because our first play was the morph. The Hate Blade's gonna get in here. Okay, so that tells me he doesn't really have anything else. I do have Murderous Cut, which I'm gonna have to use on the Bondkin, because otherwise it just will not. Ooh. Greater Spoils, I have one in there. I don't think I play the Kieran. I think we just have to Murderous Cut here. I even have the first strike on this. I'm interested in gaining 2 life. So this actually seems reasonable. I don't think he has any combat tricks, otherwise he would have attacked last turn with some of this. So let's do this. So we're also still holding up the first strike activation. It takes 2. We don't have the first strike and Murderous Cut. Okay, he's just gonna do that again. Let's see if there's... Okay, there's no attacks here. I may as well just pay 5 for the... Well, though, we put our other... Yeah, we had a mulligan, too. And we put our other scavenger on the bottom. So I guess it doesn't matter how we do this. Just use our mana. Okay, but now there's the Hate Blade over there. I think we're just going to go with the... Could still attack for 3 here. Sidisi's Pet is going to hold back the Grizzly. And this thing can have first strike. It's not going to have first strike on blocks, which is why I'm going to do this now. If we take 1 from the Hate Blade, that's, you know, fine. So next turn we'll have the Kieran and the Raiders. And if he attacks me with the Hate Blade, I gain more life back, because I can swing back with the 2/5. He's got the activation for the Hate Blade up. That's what all these stops are. Alright, so we'll play our Vigilant Attacker. CDC's pet is really not bad when you can get a counter on it. Alright, he's got a thing there. Land is great, because that also gives me Raiders Spoils plus First Strike activation. Love it. We play the spoils ahead of time, make our stuff bigger, and get in for 7. So that face-down card, well, it can't be a Snowhorn. I mean, it could be a Snowhorn Rider, and our opponent just doesn't have red yet. It could be the 3/4 Flyer, which would be kind of annoying. Oh, yeah, I get to draw extra cards now, too. Because this thing's a warrior. Oh, Seeker of the Way. It's also a warrior. We also don't need the First Strike trick up, because our tapped creature's not going to be in combat here, so we'll play the Seeker. No, hey, I called it. It's the 3/4 Flyer. So why didn't he do that, though? Alright. You could have flipped that up when our Kieran attacked. Okay, let's count our mana. We have 6, 7. 7, yeah. Okay, 7. I can do math. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't do both. But I can do... Okay, so if I attack with everything... We go blocks, blocks, +2. That does kill him. It does, right? 5, 9. Yes. And I do have First Strike up. We'll gain a ton of life off of this, too. And if it doesn't kill him, we have the Arrow Storm that can target him next turn. So this should just be a lethal sort of attack. Yep, that's going to gain Death Touch and kill something. Maybe it'd be better to just go to damage and do the Arrow Storm. Maybe not. Because this will gain us... Yeah, this will gain us a ton of life. I think this is the safer play. Okay, so I'm not going to gain quite as much life as I would have liked. Surprised he didn't block the Kumar if he was going to do that. A Feat of Resistance is such a good card. Alright, well, our deck is kind of working. I'll see how far we can take this. Now we're getting Safe Haven, a mythic numbered opponent. Rank 613. Yeah, we're not ready for this. I go first, no white, but double white there, I guess. Because mulliganing on the play is also really not great. And we'll just keep drawing white cards. I mean, we didn't, in defense, we didn't pick up a lot of lands. I'm gonna morph this thing, actually. I'll trade. Because I can't flip this thing right now anyways. And I'm not in the mood for racing when we can't cast 2/3 of our hand. Well, I can't cast 2/3 of my hand anyways. I guess this will just be better as a 1/4. Rather than morphing it and then flipping it to try and get something cute here. Mardu Banner for our opponent. Your Raider Spoils, that's kind of nice actually. Because now I can attack with this. He can attack me back, but I'll just be back where I was and he's down by 2. Now if we get a Plains, it'll be really good here because we have take-up arms. And we could surprise block his Skull Hunter. We did see some Skull Hunters in the draft, didn't we? I think they were picks where we were taking like other high-quality 2-drops. Oh, and a Fenza Herald. Or I can just lose because I can't get a white source. Oh, and when this thing attacks, this I can't even block with this thing. Yeah, that's bad. I still can't even attack effectively. We just need to draw plains. Oh, there's step 1. I'm actually not going to attack again because we do have take-up arms. Unfortunately, it means that's not going to be able to block, but we will have blockers. That's the best way to do that. It's like that. Gross. Well, I need the other planes now. We have to board white. Does that save me at all? So 3, 6, 7, 8. If I smite that. Even if I give this a +1 counter. Give it protection from that. I'd still have to block that. So I'd still be... I'd gain... You have to attack with everything. Well, that's our best play. Actually, if I killed this... That's 3, 6, 7, 8, but I gain 2 and prevent. I'd take 3, 4, 5. Yeah, kill that. There's also no white source, so you can't Feat of Resistance it. Oh my gosh. It didn't matter. Not being able to cast our white cards seems like a death sentence for this deck. Because board wiping there, and then we would have been fine. Tago Doggo. And now, naturally, because I put a plains in, now we're going to be lacking black with black cards in our hand. Arena is just mocking me at this point. We're going to play the Sage Eye Harrier as a morph so I can get the token out of this thing. Well, I'm not going to be able to get the token out of that thing because I'm going to have to flip the... Really? And now we're drawing all the planes and none of the... This is so bad. Look at this. We've drawn 4 of our 6 planes now because I put another planes in the deck. Unfortunately, those guys just bounce. But this is not real. What an absolute joke. Let's just draw the 6 planes, and no swamp for any of this stuff. Oh, I can board wipe, but it's not quite bad enough to board wipe yet. Wow. Plus, after I board wipe, like, I can't do anything. There's a smite, but I don't even want to do that right now. I probably can tell we're just getting color screwed here. 3-2. Block. Oh, that's right, it has Death Touch from the... Okay, I'm gonna board wipe now. Play another creature, please. Or don't. Okay, well I have this DC's pet I can at least put down as a morph. I just start over here. We've been through nearly half our deck. I know our only black sources are the... Maybe I do need to put the... other swamp back in. What, do you have Dutiful Return? This is a nice combination, though, with the Death Touch and First Strike. Oh, you have a scavenger. Okay. I can't smite either of them. Can't smite either of those right now. Unless I could block here, and if it flips up into something big, smite it. Or trade. I'm fine with trading. I can't flip it up anyway. Oh, it's Horde Ambusher. Oh, here we go again. Hey, my thing can get Death Touch if I ever get the color of mana I'm missing. I think this would be our third loss, so we have to win this game. I need to board wipe again. I can at least do this. Okay, finally, it took half of our deck. What do we even want to do? I guess we want to butcher. We'll get the biggest thing out there. I'm sure our opponent has removal by this point. Maybe, maybe not. I have no trust for this attack. This is like a feat of resistance attack. Alright, we have Bring Low now, too. So I'm gonna play the Krumar. I'm just gonna have to build up a board here. It really sucks because for as long as we were missing black, we're now at 7 life, and our opponent's still at 22. And now it's like we can only cast 1 card per turn reasonably. I'm gonna hold the Bring Low. Sultai Scavenger, get our own flyer going. Raiders Spoils. I suppose since we're gonna use our black, I could get in for 1 here. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. I want to delve 2 with this, so I could still keep up Bring Low and our first strike. I feel like he's got another feat of resistance. Then again, there's not going to be a ton I can do about it. Well, I have Murderous Cut too. Let's do this. Okay, he doesn't, because I didn't have a way to answer that. Tormenting Voice. Kind of need to keep the Murderous Cut up. You could have Destroy an attacking creature. Let's go with these attacks. Alright. I'm actually not going to Murderous Cut anything. I guess I should have... No, because I needed the black for the Death Touch. Yeah, I know, it's weird that I'm playing that post-combat, but I only have one black source right now. Our opponent has a ton of cards in hand. Yeah, that's what you needed. Another dog soldier. That's not a dog. Okay, well, now we have Tormenting Voice. Because we don't need another red source. That's actually really good. Let's go attacking. We have Murderous Cut, we have things. We'll do all this. Okay. 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 Give this first strike. See what he's got here. I do have Murderous Cut. Bring low. Well, Murderous Cut does not help with that. So yeah, that happens. And we'll just end our turn here. We can take up arms and actually trade with that. Can also take up arms and just go attacking with all of this. Oh, another Krumar. Well, with that, I'm a little more comfortable running this into a kill shot, if there is one. I'm fine with this, too. I'm suddenly not as fine with this. I don't have anything. Oh, and I still had to pay black. I should have sacked this to gain... I don't think I want to do that. I should have sacked the creature that was blocked to gain life. I was originally thinking I could still play the Krumar. I cannot. I hope that doesn't kill us. Okay, well, we're not dead yet. Keeps mocking me. Alright, let's win the game on this turn. Cool. Oh, that not gaining life on that previous turn, that could have... That would have been the way our opponent could have ended up stealing the game. I guess he didn't have kill shot. Yeah, I guess we can't wait that long for a black source. The only thing we have double red for is the Arrow Storm. So maybe we cut a red. And maybe we even just cut the Arrow Storm for... I don't know, I guess by the time we play Arrow Storm or need to play Arrow Storm, maybe we'll have found 2 of our 5 red sources. That sounds so bad. Maybe we do just keep... Go back to the way it was. Wow. Just absolutely wow. Yeah, we could have used a couple more dual lands in this deck. Kuma Common. Oh hey, we have all of our colors. It's a miracle. Oh, and we have a turn 4 Butcher, so we're going to play the pet as a morph. Well, that's gross. We're not going to play the pet as a morph. I'll trade. 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 No. We're supposed to trade. If our opponent blocks, I'm going to be kind of sad, because I'll have to Death Touch. But this is nice. Now the question is, do I want to haste the Butcher of the Horde next turn? I almost kind of do. I just have to sack the 1/1. Yeah, there's no response you can have. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll just present a very threatening flyer. So these morphs cannot flip up and kill this. Or, well, they might be able to kill it, but they won't be able to outright kill it where they would survive. It needs at least 5 mana to flip and outright kill a 2/2. That's the rule of 5 for any morph in this format. So, in other words, we should be okay blocking either morph. You're attacking me now? You got a raid trigger? You have a Skull Hunter. Alright, that's fine. Oh, Take Up Arms is gonna be so good in a little bit. I might just need to play the Krumar here. Or the pet. I could put the pet down. I like the idea of getting this first striker going. Alright, let's do that. Double Chief of the Edge, it's so good. Alright, just an attack for 2. Opponent's stuck on 3 lands. I'm a little bit... Ooh. That's slightly inconvenient. Oh, now I have another flyer. Which I like. This doesn't really attack, it would just bounce off the 1/4. Let's do that. Let's get another flyer. So he's gonna outlast his couple of things here to start giving them flying, and then I can murderous cut what's this thing? The falconer. I want to say it was an alabaster, but no, it's... Is this thing... That's not a word, that's a human soldier. And that is a problem. My opponent kind of has a lot of problems going on over there. But I have... Actually, let's play this smart, and let's just win on the following turn. I have 7 points of power in the air, So let's just win. So giving haste... So this is another thing about this older, slower format. That turn where I first played the Butcher and gave him haste to deal the 5 damage, that was highly relevant. I mean, it ended up being relevant some 4 or 5 turns later that we did that. A lot of times that I've noticed in Modern Magic, a lot of things are just very quick and very... You know, you can see the impact of plays, like, within the following turn or two. Here, it's like... You need to look at the impact of your plays 3, 4, 5 turns later. It's a bit harder to do that. It's a bit harder to make those kinds of plays, I'm noticing. Jim Tim 0953. It's our next opponent. We have all our colors, so hand is phenomenal. I guess we don't have double white for our board wipe or double red for our Arrow Storm, but we have double red for our Arrow Storm. We'll start with this. Of course, we're on the draw again. Okay, well, I can do that too. Somebody has a Feat of Resistance, so I'm not going to block. I just don't trust him not to have a Feat of Resistance. And that's where, again, being on the play versus the draw is really huge here. Because now I can't even realistically attack in. Although I will trade this for anything. Yeah, I'll trade. I almost kind of want him to have Feat of Resistance now. Well, I do have Feat of Resistance. I don't know what to do here. And also, Frontier Bivouac. I was going to call it Teamer Bivouac. So this thing could suddenly be... No, it can't be the 5/5. Do I just let this block go through? think we do. I just didn't want to get blown out by like a bring low or something there. 2, so this is a 4 mana. I want to play that when I have... Alright. Just keep the Feat of Resistance up. I mean, I'd like to smite the Monstrous up as well. We don't really have that luxury. This can't possibly block... It can't kill. So I'm fine using the Feat here. As a bring low. I knew it! I called it earlier! He had this whole play, and he has this damage advantage because he was on the play. 4, so this could be a 2 mana. He had that play because he was on the play. And that's why I'm at 13 and I haven't been able to attack him yet, because he was on the play. Man, I thought play-draw ramifications were huge in the modern day. Why are you tapping all of my white? You stupid auto-tapper. Was trying to screw me over. Look at that. Not letting me have the first strike up. Oh, Ponyback Brigade. Great. Again, this is all happening because my opponent was on the play. You got Trumpet Blast, so you do. Yep, I wasn't gonna beat that. Well, I don't think our deck was too bad this time. We had the very nice Butcher the Horde. Being on the play is huge in this format, and we were not on the play most of the time. Feat of Resistance is huge. I guess that turn was Seeker the way I just needed to allow the trade. Maybe I should have just played the Scavenger there instead. Well, then it would have just brought low the... yeah, I don't know. Because I didn't have Scavenger plus Feat of Resistance up. Overall, maybe we were a little heavy on the 4 mana stuff. I know some of these could be played for less. Deck wasn't bad. Deck wasn't super great, but still felt very playable. Well, it did better than some of our other decks, so there's that. So we'll collect our prize, and for now, I'll take my leave.